Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. I haven't made a video in a while, but I want to do like a little update video. Back selling on eBay, so I want to just talk a little bit about that and why I'm back selling and what's going on and all that. So I stopped selling on eBay probably like end of August, just because of the minimis removal and all the uncertainty around that with duties and delays and all that kind of stuff. So I just decided to stop. Also too, at least with my shipping provider, Chit Chats, you needed to have manufacturer information about the items you're selling. So I didn't have that. A lot of the stuff that I buy, I'm just buying it like secondhand. I'm not producing it myself, so I don't know I don't know where it's from. I don't have that kind of information. So with Chit Chats, you need to have that if you want to send to the States. So that's another reason why I couldn't sell. Now there might be other couriers that you don't need that, but for me, I like using Chit Chats. I don't like Canada Post. It's just not dependable, so I don't really use them. And then the other couriers, I just find they're too expensive. So so that's kind of the reason why I paused. Now I'm back selling because I received the email from Chit Chats saying they're offering a new service. So this service is Chit Chats International Tracked. So basically what this is you don't need to have any of that manufacturer information. You just need to have the country of origin and the tariff code, which was what I was doing previous to the removal of the minimis. I was doing those. I was putting in those two things. So you just need those two things, and then you can sell stuff to the States again. Now you will still need to pay the tariff, so you can't really get around that. But at least you can sell. It gives you an option. So with this service, it's delivery duty paid. So the seller pays the duties. So I pay the duties, not the customer. But I think that's probably for the best anyway. Avoids problems, surprises, those kind of things, right? If a customer gets something and they have to pay some crazy duty, you're gonna have problems. So it's probably best that the seller handles the duties. Then everything is basically the same as it was previous to the removal of de minimis. So this service I did use before. I remember using this service before, and packages went to the Netherlands for some reason and then to the States. Now they're saying that the packages go directly to the US and they're not routed to the Netherlands. So I don't know if that's true, but that's what they're saying. Another thing too is that delivery is a little bit slower than some of the services that I was using previous. It's 6 to 10 business days to the States, so it is a little bit slower. But I have shipped about, I think, around 7 or 8 items, and I shipped a bunch last week, and I checked them today, and a bunch of them have already cleared customs. So that's a good sign. Now for me, this works, but for a lot of people, this still wouldn't work, just because you still have to pay the tariffs, right? And I'm doing this because I'm getting a lot of my items that I'm selling basically for free, right? Like I'm buying mostly from storage units. So say I buy a storage unit for $100, there might be a couple items in there that'll get me my $100 back, and then everything else is profit. So those are the kind of items that I'm selling on eBay, right? Just stuff that I don't have a cost of goods on. Same thing, like if I sell something that I pick up in the thrift store, it's just gonna be something that I pay, like, say an item's value is like, $50, $60, $70. I pay like $5 for it. Like I get it super cheap. Like those are the only items that I'll be able to sell on eBay, just because of the increase in cost, right? The tariffs, right? So if you're paying higher amount, 50%, of the item's value, something like that, it's not going to make sense to sell on eBay with the shipping and the tariffs that you'll have to pay, right? So just keep that in mind. So that's like kind of my situation. It still could work for me, but for a lot of people, it probably still it's going to be difficult to do with tariffs, right? But I would stay away from Canada Post, any of like the premium couriers like UPS, FedEx, Pure Later. Like I would just stay away from those services, and I would stay away from, you know, sending items without prepaying the custom fees or the tariff. You know, it's gonna be headaches. You're gonna get billed, or your customer's gonna get billed some outrageous amount of money. So I would just stay away from those, you know, those couriers. And if you can, do it this way. But yeah, I'll let you guys know what I paid percentage wise for tariffs. So China, 77% tariff. So honestly, I wouldn't even sell anything that's made in China. It's just, you're gonna pay a ridiculous tariff. I mean, 77% is crazy. So I pulled all the stuff, made in China stuff, you know, off my eBay page. It's not worth it. So yeah, China, forget about it. USA, 0%. So if you have stuff that's made in US, you're good. You don't have to pay any duties at all. I sold a video, I think it was a video game I sold. So yeah, USA 0%. So that's good if you have, you know, made in US products. Vietnam, 32.2%. I believe I sent a pair of shoes. Now I'm not sure if it matters what the type of item is. You know, I don't know about that. If some are taxed higher than others, I'm not sure. I'm just letting you know the rate that I paid. So Vietnam, 32.2, Italy, 23.7. That was like a bathing suit, a Versace bathing suit. And then Thailand, 51.1, which is also pretty high. That was a soccer jersey. So those are some of the percentages of the items that I have sent out. Yeah, that's it pretty much. The only thing that I don't really like about this is, you know, I don't know 100% if this is all like that percentage is all the tariff, because when Chit Chats shows you the amount you owe, they don't break it down at all. So I'm assuming that's just all the tariff, but I don't know 100%. I'm not sure if there's other fees that are included in that price, right? So keep that in mind as well. But that's pretty much all the information that I can give you guys right now. But so far, this service is working for me. It's slower, but it looks like it's a little more safe to use. You just have to calculate the tariffs. You gotta kind of have an idea of what, you know, the tariff is gonna be. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's an update for me and what I'm doing. Now my store right now on eBay is very small. I don't think I have like 30 items, 35 items. I'm probably going to just be picky on what I put up there. I'll probably just put stuff up there that I think will only really sell on eBay. If I can sell it locally, Facebook Marketplace, I'd rather just do that. Just a lot less headache. But if it's something that's unique that I think, you know, would only sell on eBay, then I'll put it on eBay. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Let me know if you have any questions, or just let me know what you guys think, and if you guys are still sending stuff to the States, and you know what your experience has been in the last couple months. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good. I appreciate everyone who's watched my videos and subscribed. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.